Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow. From your campaign,
Yes.
what was the most memorable,
Oh, that's right.
walking, when you were walking the
Yes.
neighborhood,
Yes.
knocking on doors?
Yes.
What was the
Yes.
most memorable
Okay.
experience you had?
It all comes together, right? Being well-rounded for the last 30 years, being a comic, but I think doing shows like yours, people understanding that, I worked for Mayor Billy Kinoy, and then I worked for the Lieutenant Governor, Shan Setsui. People kind of saw like, oh man, maybe he's much more than a comedian, right? But because District 9 was so different compared to what's now, I had parts of Eva, Waipahu, Kunia, Waikele, and Mililani. So at that time, my campaign manager was like, I think we got to work hard in Mililani because Mililani, a lot of working class, haole, Japanese. And I was like, I looked at him and I go, dude, you better change that thought or I'm going to fire you today. Because I've done more shows out in Wahiawa in that area and it's packed and it's everybody. But what was awesome and what made it really real for me is that I walked up to this guy's house and knocked on his door and this haole guy came out. And I thought, oh my God, here comes a confrontation, right? He looked at me and he go, I'm going to vote for you. And I went, how come? I go, because I've watched your career for 20 years and I don't think you're ready to break that distrust between you and I. Because in comedy, that's all truth. That's your personal truths coming out. You're being vulnerable to an audience, right? And that day, I was like, the 30 years of comedy has been validated, that I did what I'm supposed to do. Go on stage, be as honest as possible, make people laugh, but also show the human side to it. That, I'm a real person. I'm more than a comic. I'm a dad that's challenged by their children being homosexual. I'm challenged as a husband. I'm challenged as a person paying taxes for pay for stuff and I'm pissed off. So, yeah, it was very validating that day.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.